Hey everybody, welcome to the nightly vid. So we'll see on Tuesday. Did get the 2-2 on a Tuesday, which gives you the compound 3. So we talked about that triangle on SPY yesterday, how are we getting out of that? And you will see how they got out of that. Right here it is in the open. We get to the 15. Get a couple more days in here. So you're going to see the poke up, the poke down, and then chops shop, right? And then they poke up inside 15, which reclaims this range, and then puke inside down momentum, puke low of day, shooter outside bar, puke 222, puke. And you can see they make some slight lower lows here, the daily magnitude, 2-2 back up, simultaneous break. And one thing that we've been working on with one of our developer friends here, if you haven't seen my Twitter, is a simultaneous break bot. We're still working on it, but you're going to see some of those simultaneous 30s got picked up right today at 12:30 CST, and on the SPY it looked like this. So above this, you buy and take the offer 595.9, and that was a pretty nice trade for those trading the 0DTE SPY options. You can see up there for about $2, 2.5 at the high, and $1.94 at the first reversal. Again, it's not bad. And then Qs, same thing, just a little bit weaker off of that. You'll see about $1.15. So some pretty cool stuff that we're working on there to get you guys involved, even if you can't stare at the charts all day. And it's been spitting out good ones. On Monday, it also spit out this, the inside 60, the SPY and Qs, which you can see low day on the Qs. They hit it. You go to SPY. You see that's inside 60 is what actually caused this triangle to form. So pretty neat stuff. That being said, though, we'll see IBM was a rev strat. So 2-2 on a Tuesday, and we got some outside weeks last week, so we're going to be aware of that, right? Not really anywhere near reversing on IBM, so I'm not going to say we're going down quite yet, but you'll see SPY 3-2 up and slightly red to start the week, so we're going to keep that in mind, right? We're still got a lot of distance if they're going to change anything. If we get a Qs, it's just 2 up and red, same thing, nowhere near reversing like the IBM. Then Dow Jones 3-2 up and red as well, slightly, with a 2-2 on a Tuesday. So what we saw is a lot more things did reverse today. The biggest one in there today was AMGN, which got wrecked. You see inside day down on Tuesday, causes a 3-2-2 week, triggers a 2-2 quarter. So that's one of the bigger losers this week, and that's gonna be on the strat attack, AMGN. That being said, the biggest gainers this week, you're going to have Square. 2-2 quarter, which they're already working on, getting those nearby pivots. 93.19 would be like the last one we're looking at. But they buy it 2 up to start the week. We'll see Zoom in there as well. 2 up to start. And this is one of Sarah's trades from a couple weeks ago. Inside week, bang, right? And that had the monthly inside and up 312, which also had the quarter. It was just a textbook trade from Sarah here. The 3-2 quarter. So pivot machine gun of all these guys. 89.68 would be the next pivot. And then we don't know, but it's been a lot higher. It's one of those ARK stocks, right? I don't know if we're going to get back up there, but we'll see. If we go to the weakest sectors, it's going to be more so your materials, which you'll see are 2-2 month down. They're not bright red, but you got this 3-2 week, and you'll see they go 2 down to start. So we'll see, what comes of that. We are into exhaustion risk on the day here. So here's your daily try. Are we going to get out of that would be the question. If we go and take a look, and I don't have any specifics there. I normally just watch the XLB myself. It's a little easier than tracking a million sectors during the day. But if we go to the sympathy with Square, we'll see PayPal, which was on the weekend vid list. You can see it's 83 to 86 at the close, so they're still up on the week. We'll see if that's a corrective activity day or we get a reversal tomorrow. It's gonna be either or. Then Affirm also going up with Square, and Upstart was going up, but it had the gap again. So we'll see if that gets forgiven. I'm not sure what the news was. It's something with I forget, Elaine mentioned it in the morning, but there's some news on that. But slight hammer counter shooter if they're going to try and recover it. If we go to the Bitcoiners /BTC, starts the week 2 up and has a quarter going still a 2 up week. So that looks good, right? If we go to ARKB, which is the Bitcoin tracker, bright green to start the week. So that looks good. And that tells you to look at things like Coin, inside day to confirm or negate, Mara, inside day to confirm or negate. Riot might be a 2-2, right? And we go to Hood, two down in green. So we'll see if those get going with the Bitcoiners, and that's been kind of a main focus for us. That being said, the setups into tomorrow with long green bars, app, double inside day at the highs. Exhaustion risk, we'll be careful. We already mentioned the coin and Mara stuff. And then if we go to, actually I want to remove SMCI here. TTD, which is one of the gapper names. See the gap down buy from exhaustion risk, and they're just going for it. Got the inside day to reconfirm it, which would give you this on the week. You can see a 3-2 to the upside and see if anything comes of that off the inside day. Healthcares with the AMGN getting killed. Healthcares are closer to taking weekly lows out. With biotech's potential outside week, you see a 2-2 on a Tuesday brings them back in the bios. And in the morning, you see they triangled out and then just puked all day. But within there, if they're going to keep puking, GEHC would be the inside day. It's momentum. Would confirm an inside week, which is continuation. Should confirm an inside month with some pivots to go after. So if they're going to reconfirm that stuff, we'd expect some puke in there. If we go to ABT, you're also going to have an inside day. If that works, it would 3-2-2 the week and has some pivots to go after. So we'll see if the healthcares keep on puking or not, if they open 2 down tomorrow or not. And then on the 2-2s today, we'll have SMR, which could become the Rev Strat. We had the inside day up this morning, which was a good 60% gain on weeklies. Then they bring them back in a bit, and you'll see how that works in the morning. So on the 5ers, they break them up, right? And the 60s in here, 2-2-60s trigger the day up, 2509, triggers exhaustion risk, and then it stalls out. Profit taking, 3-1-1, 2 to the downside. This is where we have to get out. And then you see they go down, and they go sideways in here, inside and down. They take the morning lows, which sets up a counter to that equilibrium break. So we'll see if that follows through or not. We'll also see 2-2s on Wednesday here, potential 1-2-2 and IP below or above 5-7-5-7 for a pivot machine gun, and we'll see. It's a paper company or something. Outside days today, we saw lows in HD with some earnings on Home Depot here. You see the broadening formation. We could get the 3-2 continuation back through previous range to go after the outside week, which would re-break a 2-2 month, which both Home Depot and Lowe's did that. We got to negate that month to get it going again, but 3-2 and Home Depot below this stuff, 402.15, we'll want to know about that tomorrow if they simultaneously break, and that's Home Builders, which went 2-2 on a Tuesday today as well. So a lot of those home builders were firming up. You can see they get killed on a Tuesday. KBH, DHI went 3-2 down, PHM, 2-2 back down, TOL. See 2-2's back down, so they all broke. And that being said, really there wasn't too much else to talk about here. There was some gappers. MOS was one of the bigger ones in here. You can see 2-2 on a Tuesday triggers the week, which triggers, I believe, the month down on bad earnings. And we can mention, so when earnings open flat, what that normally means is you'll get the move right after the open. So we actually do enjoy when that happens. And you see in this case, it opened as 2-2 day down flat. And if that earnings move is coming in, right, there's the 2-2 week down 2. That gives you see potential outside month, which they ran out of time for. But that's why these are mentioned as flat here, AZN and MOS, because you can't expect to get moves when that occurs. You'll see AZN did actually not open flat. It was opening indication pre-market flat, but you'll notice the reclaim of this stuff. We mentioned this in the morning, so you're going to see here on the 30s. The 2-2-30, and then you'll see the double inside, slight poke down Rev Strat, and then bang, outside day, shooter 30 to exit, and then grind, right? So some interesting stuff there. Outside of that, Shop from last week, we had a nice earnings move. So anyone that's holding that stuff into earnings after creating this nice winning position, right? Momentum hammer at 82, closes 90 before earnings, and then bang, 110 at the open, rallies to 114. So pretty cool. We'll see what they do with that gap. Costco had the first daily against after that nice same hammer setup that we had on Shop, pretty much. But you're going to see inside down. Maybe it turns into Rev Strat, but it's drying up this week. You can see forming a 1 for now, so we could wait. And last one on the gappers, we saw TSN today, which opened as 3-2-2 month up, right above that stuff. And you'll see in the morning here, we did have a pretty nice rally in the morning. So you can see 8:30, And then 9:30, this is the flip. So we mine the flip. Why do we do that? Because if they're coming in, they're buying, right? Second 60 day confirms that or negates that. Right here, they go inside 3 minute, break it down on the flip, and then puke, changing what we know to be true. So you go to the 60. This is why we say mine the flip. Boom, buying, and then algorithms turn off, profit taking, boom. Right, and then inside down, then go back to the lows. But what that sets up is maybe a shooter. If they're going to try and bring them back, we'll have to see. Outside of that, I don't got too much to talk about. There's some shenaniganers today. You can see PHAT, which has been getting killed. ADN, which is some crazy stuff, and BTCT, which is also some crazy stuff, probably going to 1 tomorrow. But that's really about all I've got for you guys tonight. We'll see, what we can get after tomorrow. So hopefully you guys are having a good week. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning for those in stat, and have a good rest of your night.